Guys, what's going on? I figured I would do an update collection for my PS2 games because I've gotten a lot of games since the last time I did my PS2 collection video. So let's get straight to it. Alright, so first up we got Jet Li Rise to Honor. You'll be seeing a lot of new games as the video progresses. Metal Gear Solid 3 Snake Eater. Very fun game. First game I actually played in the Metal Gear Solid series, believe it or not. Metal Gear Solid 2 Sons of Liberty. Very fun game. I actually liked it. And some people were, bitching about it because of Raiden and shit. Dead to Rights 2. This is actually, isn't this a prequel? I think it says that. Yep, the prequel. So it's a prequel to Dead to Rights. I know they did another one, Dead to Rights Retribution, for the PS3. I don't know where that ties in. I do want to get it though eventually. Dead to Rights, very fun game. I used to play this a lot with my brother. Well, my brother played it a lot, and I played it with him every so often. Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 4, very fun game. The soundtrack though was kind of crappy. I like Underground's soundtrack. Speaking of that, I need to get that one. Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 3. I remember playing this a lot. I used to play with Darth Maul all the time. Such a fun game. NBA Street Volume 2. Probably the only basketball game I'll actually genuinely play and say that I love. Because I remember playing this a lot when I was a kid. A lot of fun memories. Onimusha 2. Samurai's Destiny. I still have yet to find Onimusha 3. It seems like the exchange, the one that I go to, doesn't really have the game, which kind of sucks. Onimusha Warlords, very fun game. I was very iffy on it because I didn't know if the game was going to be good or if I was going to like it. But I kind of ate my own words and I ended up liking the game. Destroy All Humans, really fun game. I like the first one a lot more than Destroy All Humans too, and you think I would like the second one more because of all the weapons and stuff that Crypto can do. X-Men Legends 2, Rise of Apocalypse. I really need to get the first one. I remember playing the first one a lot. Tourist Trophy. It's basically Gran Turismo, but with motorcycles. It's actually a really fun game. Suzuki TT Superbikes. This is supposed to be a proper simulation for bike racing. Super Trucks Racing. Same thing with Suzuki TT Superbikes. This is supposed to be a proper simulation for truck racing. Yeah. Flat Out. Very fun game. Stuntman. I do want to get Stuntman Ignition eventually. Gran Turismo 4. Gran Turismo 3 A-Spec. Toko Race Driver 3. I had 3 racing games, oh well. I normally put them all together. Burnout Revenge. I don't know if it was this one or Burnout 3 Takedown that I played with my cousin. Me and him used to play it a lot. We used to play the Crash course. That used to be so much fun. I used to love doing that. Terminator 3 Rise of the Machines. It's actually not that bad. It's actually not a bad first-person shooter game. Black. I remember a lot of people saying that the guns looked so detailed in the game, and I thought, like, come on, they can't be that detailed. Yeah, they were. Fight Night Round 3. Considered the best boxing game by a lot of people. A lot of people who like Fight Night, they always say that this one was like the best. Fight Night 2004. Very fun game. Played this a lot. I do want to get a Fight Night Round 2 eventually. Final Fantasy 12 Collector's Edition. Believe it or not, I paid $5 for that game, which was a steal. Final Fantasy X-2. This game gets a lot of hate because it's an all-female cast. And the game's actually not that bad. It's pretty fun, believe it or not. And I was actually surprised at how fun the game actually was. Final Fantasy X. Very fun game. Killzone. Another really great first-person shooter game. Call of Duty World at War. Honestly, the game isn't bad. It just has no replay value after you beat it. It's just a campaign, and that's literally it. Call of Duty 3. Now, this would have more replay value if the online was still available. But then again, I don't think anybody even plays that. Call of Duty 2 Bay Red 1 Special Edition, I'm sorry. This was a Call of Duty game that I remember playing a lot. Like, the most out of all of them. Call of Duty Finest Hour. It's actually somewhat difficult. It's actually pretty fun. Medal of Honor Vanguard. Very fun game. Medal of Honor European Assault. Another really fun one. Now this one I actually just got yesterday, surprisingly. Medal of Honor Rising Sun. I had it before, and I didn't like the game at all. So I saw it again and decided to pick it up and give it another shot. Hopefully my opinion will change on the game. Gladiator Sword of Vengeance. This is honestly an underrated game. This game is really fun. It's fun, and it's pretty graphic. It's pretty violent. You get to do executions in the game, which is really cool. And they're pretty graphic. V-Rally 3. Actually a really good racing game. Colin McRae Rally 3. A YouTuber by the name of RPK Vids actually got me onto this game. I seen his review for it a while back, and I thought the game looked really fun, and I surprisingly found it for I think like $10, and I obviously picked it up. It's actually a really fun game. Aggressive Inline. This was Acclaim's response to like Tony Hawk's Pro Skater. It had roller top skaters featuring today's top skaters. Nobody here that I know. It's not a bad game. I didn't think the game was gonna be all that good, since it was like Acclaim's response to Tony Hawk's Pro Skater and shit. I thought the game would be garbage. It's actually not that bad. Kingdom Hearts 2. I have yet to beat the first Kingdom Hearts game, and I feel like an ass for saying that because a lot of people say that this is like a really great game series. I have Kingdom Hearts 1, 2, I have Birth by Sleep and Chain of Memories, so I really need to get to playing these. Kingdom Hearts. Dirge of Cerberus, Final Fantasy VII. I actually like this game. This game is actually pretty cool. A lot of people didn't really like it as much, but I thought the game was awesome. It was really, really fun. Pac-Man World 2. I had this game before, and I actually liked it, but I don't know why I sold it. I was a dumb little shit when I was a teenager. State of Emergency. This game is kind of weird, but it's actually pretty fun. It's not bad. Red Dead Revolver. I gave this game so much shit, and I ended up playing it again, and sure enough, I liked it. Bully. Oh, sorry about that. My bad. Yeah, Bully. Really great game. Probably my third favorite Rockstar game. Smuggler's Run 2, Hostile Territory. I'm actually surprised Rockstar never made a third part for this game, because these games were basically well received by the critics, and even the fans really liked them too. Smuggler's Run. Manhunt 2. I love Manhunt. I gave this game a lot of shit too because the kills were censored, but I understand now why they had to censor them because of the backlash that the first game got. And they kind of played on it too, because when the kills were censored, it kind of went into like a whole psychedelic thing, and that was basically Daniel's perspective. Like he was like he would freak out every time he killed somebody because it's not something he's used to doing. So it's a great game though. I liked it. Manhunt. This game scared the shit out of me when I was a little kid. I remember watching my cousin play this, and oh my god, dude, it scared the shit out of us a few times. One time I was actually playing the game, and I was on the Road to Ruin scene, and there's a long hallway, and if you run or if you go, walk or whatever, there's a there was a hood that's hiding like right by the wall, and he pops out, and I knew he was coming, but for some reason I don't know, I guess I wasn't prepared for it. Dude popped out, scared the shit out of me, and I felt like an idiot for genuinely getting scared for something that I knew that was going to happen. So, Grand Theft Auto 3, the game that made GTA as popular as it is today. Great game. Grand Theft Auto Liberty City Stories. I'm not putting them in order that when they were released. I'm actually putting them in the order that they were set in. Grand Theft Auto San Andreas. Arguably considered the best GTA game out of all of them. It is a great game, but I personally loved Liberty City Stories, honestly. I don't know what it was about the game, but I loved it. Grand Theft Auto Vice City. Another great game. Grand Theft Auto Vice City Stories. Another really great game. I still have yet to beat it. I've beaten all the other ones except for Vice City Stories, and I really need to beat that one. Max Payne 2, The Fall of Max Payne. I'm a big fan of Max Payne. I love all three games. I love Max Payne so much I even have the Game Boy Advance version of Max Payne. Like, it's a great game. It's a great game series. And like, I know a lot of people hated the third one because it was so different from the first two, and that it was more action than any. It wasn't as dark as like the first two games, especially the first one. The first one was like really dark and gritty. So, I mean, 3 was awesome. All 3 of the games were good. And lastly, for this pile, we have Max Payne. So, that's pretty much it for the first pile. I'm going to be doing pile 2 and then pile 3. So, it's going to be a 3-part video mini-series. So, yeah, that's the first pile. So, thank you guys for watching. I hope you enjoyed. And I'll be seeing you real soon.